Ismail from Mel Ryan 100% You, just coming on for our weekly update. So, what's been going on for people this week? There's a real transformation happening, which is probably our word for this week. The first part of that is letting go of things. And I think it's because when we're meeting with what we've been holding for so long, it doesn't serve us anymore to keep the same narrative going or the same frustration or the animosity with that person or the job that we've had that we didn't particularly want to stay in anymore. So there's a real letting go of little nitty gritty things that weren't serving you. And with that is bringing in a whole new clarity. The clarity is seeing a little bit what wasn't working, but it's bringing up the shadows of things that haven't made sense in your life that are now making sense. That's a big statement. Patterns that you've been stuck in, or ways that you behave, or ways that you have done life, what you've attracted in without even realizing as part of your story and part of your continuous cycle of what's going on. People are starting to become really aware of that. And in that clarity, we're now getting space to explore it because we can name it nearly. We can realize that, hey, I recognize something here that doesn't serve me anymore and I want to move it. But to move it, of course, we have to understand why we do it. And a lot of people have been coming in with real specific things that they want to understand, so they want to shift. And that's been really beautiful. So there's that real transformation, but it's coming from being able to let go of things that we thought mattered in lots of ways and get more space to deal with the things that have been going on for us right under our noses that we perhaps haven't seen before. So that's what is the shift that's been going on. The beautiful part of that, and what quite a few of my clients are looking at the moment, is not just once we work out that something isn't working, it's then what do we do next? And that real transformation is coming back to you to be able to go, well, changing nothing changes nothing. So there's some part of me that I have to do things differently in my life because it's going to set up a different outcome. And whether that's in how you are treated in relationships or even in your family situation or even at work, changing something does change something. And so we have to be able to work out, what is it that isn't working? What do I see would work better? And then how do I go about making sure that that can happen for me? And that doesn't go without us instigating some part of that, which is often having a voice or having a boundary or setting up a new structure of the way things are going to work, particularly in family dynamics or relationship dynamics. And change is hard because when we introduce change to people, particularly if we've been doing it for such a long time, it's often not met with a welcoming audience. It's met with a pushback and a, no, I don't want to do it. That's why are we changing this? Why are we doing something that always worked? And of course, it always worked because it always worked for them, but it has always come at a detriment to you. And we're just starting to wake up that we've been the ones that are at the detriment, or it's not okay anymore that we get taken advantage of, or that we are doing the same cycle, but we're not setting up for ourselves. So it's clarity in recognizing that the things we thought we were okay with, we perhaps aren't as okay as we thought we were. So there's a shift in that, which is beautiful because we're getting more awareness about what our needs are and what we want in life. And now we're getting braver at being able to make a change in that and put some kind of transformation going in. So that's what's going on this week for a lot of people. And it's one of those kind of three little steps at letting go of little things that bring us awareness into a little bit more depth, or it's sitting right in it to be able to go, there's some changes I need to do in here, or it's moving past that going, what is my new choices going to look like? That's a lot for a lot of people, but it's pretty exciting because we're really starting to advocate for ourselves. And I'm all about that. So if you need help or more strength, or you want to deep dive into unpack your story and what's going on for you, that's what I do. Come hang out with me. There's some really strong things that I'm working on in the future to make working with me a little bit easier. At the same time, there are heaps of workshops if you're stuck on a particular topic. I promise you I have a workshop on that. So send me a DM. I can send you the list of workshops and we can go for that. So make a special effort this week to really try and listen to yourself, how you feel, what you want, because that allows us to then love and support ourselves. That a little bit more. So that is me signing off for this week. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you all next week.